What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the markets as we're seeing a green day on Wall Street. The precious metals are in the red, and I want to take a closer look at the charts just to see, where are the gold and silver markets heading. There's a lot of talk, a lot of levels to take a look at. So we're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at some of our favorite mining stocks in this video, along with these being your market minutes. So it's an overall recap, guys. And I gotta say, it's kind of a weird day today with this rally continuing. We kind of expected it, but I just simply want to give my thoughts on the overall markets. And as you can see, it's kind of a weird day too. The weather, there's a thunderstorm warning. We're getting into hurricane season, so hope everybody stays safe, and let's get straight into this video. Last thing I wanted to say before we dive into this video is, if you do support me, the channel, and all the videos that I put out, then don't forget to, of course, explode that like button, along with if you are a new viewer to the channel, you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate constant daily updates on the markets, a steady flow of new and exciting companies, and you just want to simply stay up to date on the investment world, then don't forget to hash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video. Before we get in this video, guys, I also wanted to mention that we did recently drop 2 new videos to the channel. One video is an interview with Cardial Therapeutics CEO, very interesting update about the company. And the second video is all about CloudMD, which is a telemedicine company. We'll get Doc to show you guys a quick little picture of those 2 videos there on the channel. And feel free to check them out if you haven't already. All right, guys, before we dive into comment of the day, I just simply wanted to say, I'm trying to add some diversity to the channel. I know we've talked a ton about gold and silver, and we're gonna continue talking about gold and silver, but I've got a couple video ideas. The first video idea is to shoot another episode of Garbage and Gold. So let me know what you guys would think about that. Feel free to drop those comments below. Second video I would like to shoot is top 3 stocks for September. Just a general, not a top 3 gold stocks, not a top 3 silver stocks, just general top 3 stocks for September. And then the third video, I'd love to talk about renewable energy dividend stocks and renewable energy stocks just in general. So let me know what you think of those 3 choices. Drop those comments below and let's get straight into the rest of this video. So guys, I'm interested to see how this video turns out today with it being so much darker. I'm sure Doc can have some fun with this and make some cool effects, but I want to go straight into comment of the day. So we got a lot of awesome comments in yesterday's video. First comment of the day goes to Esteban. What's up, bro? Wanted to hear your take on Abbott's 5-minute testing. Will this have an impact on gold and silver? Say what's up to Doc for me, your boy Sibo. So I don't really know what to say about the 5-minute testing. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. For the short term, well, for today at least, it's looking like the tech rally is continuing and gold and silver is pulling back, kind of stuck in this trading range. It's a really unique trading range that we're going to talk about. We're going to take a look at the charts in just 2 seconds. The charts don't look too promising for gold and silver, I'll admit. It's starting to look a little bit bearish yet again. These dips are being bought, but then, we are getting some selling. So there are some key levels to watch. We'll talk about that in just 2 seconds. Alexander, we are the best investors in gold and silver stocks. The tech market will crash. Wiegand, no one knows. So I really hope that that's true. Boat Ski Gaming, after the Fed makes its points tomorrow, we could see silver go to $35 in the coming days. And that's not what we're getting. I really wish, the Fed is reiterating that there's going to be pretty much no interest rate hikes for the next couple of years, but the market seems to be a little bit manipulated. Last comment of the day goes to Ed. Bull trap, more downside to come for gold and silver over the next few weeks. And that totally is a possibility. I think we could get a little bit more of a pullback. I wouldn't be surprised if gold, in fact, actually fell below 1900 to trade somewhere in the 1800s for a little bit, consolidate before moving higher. We will take a look at the charts in just 2 seconds. And I simply want to state one last thing, a quick update on our private group. I want to thank all my recent members. We're almost at 200 members, so if you have been on the fence about joining, just $10 a month or $100 a year, and I will be posting an awesome video this weekend, pretty much going over my outlook on the markets and how I plan to position my portfolio over the next couple months going into this whole intense political environment. As you guys know, we don't talk politics on the channel, so I've gotten a lot of positive comments from you guys saying that you like that I don't talk politics, and I'll simply state what's moving the markets if it's politically related, but we won't get into that discussion. This is all about keeping you guys up to date on the markets and why the markets are moving. But anyways, I want to post that video for you guys in the private group, for all my private group members, just simply talking about, my strategy and where I see things going and how I plan to position myself going into these whole elections. And I also wanted to say, you know, we've got a really great Facebook community going on. If that is something that you guys appreciate, that's something that I've been really trying to build, is our Facebook community. Not just, you know, me leading the show, but actually a bunch of investors just getting together and trying to help each other. So that's what we're all about in this group. So anyways, guys, let's get into the news now. And I wanted to say the NASDAQ is dipping its head into the red. It's such a weird day. I think we're going to get a thunderstorm throughout this video, but it's weird because I can see sun on the horizon. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone right now. Anyways, let's see what's moving the market. So the Dow advanced Thursday as investors bet that market-friendly policies from the Fed will remain in place for a prolonged period after Jerome Powell said the bank would allow inflation to run hot to support the economic recovery. So let's just quickly pull up the charts for the Dow. And I don't think that this rally is yet done. I think we will at least see all-time highs for all three indexes. We saw that on the S&P. We saw that on the NASDAQ. Now, in my opinion, those two indexes have already hit record highs because we know the stocks that are such a large component of those indexes. Apple, Amazon, all those big stocks, tech stocks that have just rallied like crazy. Now, the Dow's a different story, and that's why the Dow hasn't hit all-time highs yet. But I do think that we are on track to hit all-time highs. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get there. Now, let's take a look at gold and silver. And this is something that I wanted to, you know, address for you guys, because a lot of people are still wondering, oh, where is it going? So we saw this spike and then crash, and now we're recovering from the whole Fed announcement. It's been another really choppy week of trade. One thing I wanted to say was the fact that gold has not yet put in lower lows. It still looks supported right now above 1920, which is good, but we are seeing gold sell off more frequently than it used to, which in my opinion, I feel like there's less people who are bullish in the short term. I still feel like gold has a lot of long-term bullish investors who are just holding their positions, but when it comes to new investors in the market, could potentially be waiting for a further pullback. Now, how low do I think gold's gonna fall? I wouldn't be surprised if we retest that 1875 low that we saw on that initial pullback. I think that, you know, like I said, right now, gold's trying to find some ground, and where it finds it, I hope that we find that support above 1920 or 1900, but the 1800s are definitely a possibility. And if we see how gold traded after that initial crash in March, I mean, it rallied, pulled back a bit, did a bunch of choppy sideways trade, and then eventually just shot up. So it hasn't been a straight shoot for gold, unlike many tech stocks that we're seeing right now that are just getting pumped like crazy. So if tech starts to roll over, I think that that would also be a big catalyst for gold and silver. When that's going to happen, no one knows. It's like flipping a coin. I would not try and time when the tech rally is going to lose steam or pull back or just go sideways. So those are my thoughts. Now let's take a look at silver, guys. And one thing, you know, that I'm happy with when it comes to silver is, although silver is down today more than gold, silver's down 1.27% and gold is down 0.7%. Silver ran 4% yesterday, or over 4%, and it's above 27 bucks per ounce. So 26.50 has been a level that I've really been watching closely for silver, and I remain the same on silver. I think silver looks more bullish than gold does right now, and it's kind of getting the benefit of when the markets are green, silver, you know, gets bid up on positive economic news and all its industrial uses, and then when the markets roll over, gold shines. It gets that precious metal aspect. So I'm just going to keep reiterating this. We'll take the volatility as it comes, and we'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to quickly talk about a couple quick headlines just on the gold markets in general, and two really interesting headlines that I found in CNBC. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at a few specific companies, and then that's going to be it for the video, guys. It's not a heavy day for news other than, you know, the Fed's announcement, which did move the gold and silver markets. A lot of people were anticipating a rally. We didn't get that. We got a sell-off and then a recovery. So gold and silver prices are trading solidly lower at midday Thursday in a wild trading day that saw gold prices trade over $30 higher at one point and down over 25. Fed Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's highly anticipated speech today was deemed bullish, but metal traders quickly discounted it, instead focusing on the metal's bearish aspects of rising U.S. Treasury bond yields as a competing asset. October gold futures were down 25.90 an ounce. At 19/18 September, COMEX silver futures were down 49 cents at 26.94 per ounce. So that is what is moving gold and silver to the downside. And I really appreciate Kitco's recaps. Markets want more substance out of Powell as gold prices tumble $72 in less than an hour. And we can see that. Today we got this wild trade. Initially, gold shot up to almost 2,000 an ounce and then almost down to 1,900 an ounce. And it was a rather volatile day. So let's see what's going on. This is words from Powell. Our longer run goal continues to be an inflation rate of 2%. Our new statement indicates that we will seek to achieve inflation that averages 2% over time. Therefore, following periods when inflation has been running below 2%, appropriate monetary policy will likely aim to achieve inflation moderately above 2% for some time. So those are words from Powell, and that's pretty much it, guys. I voted on the Kitco survey. I remain bullish. And last but not least, a quick little article. Is a trend changing in gold and silver? Wednesday was quite the day for metals. Gold made a short-term low before exploding to the upside. Silver came down to its low after also rising straight up after. So I just wanted to read this author's quick little opinion. So today is Thursday. We are still short gold, silver, and long palladium. Because of Wednesday's action, we will not be aggressively selling into this rally. We are short, but until we can see another day or two of action that indicates this was just a dead cat bounce, we will be conservative and hold our positions as is. One trader is short gold and silver and long platinum. And then the last article of the day, guys, risks of further US sanctions will paradoxically boost Russia's gold production, says Fitch Solutions. So Russia is expected to increase gold production more rapidly in 2020 and 2021, according to Fitch Solutions. That's because rising risks of further US sanctions would push the Russian central bank to shore up its gold reserves, the consultancy said in a report. Over the longer term, a healthy pipeline of new mining projects could push Russia to become the world's largest gold producer by 2029, overtaking China and Australia. So isn't that interesting, guys? Russia just continues on increasing gold production, and we're seeing this more and more. Central banks are really trying to stray away from the US dollar. So let's see what they had to say. The rising risk of Russian state banks being frozen out of dealing with US dollar denominated assets altogether as bilateral relations remain strained is pushing the Russian central bank to increase its holdings of gold. As long as tensions with the US remain, domestic demand for gold is set to remain. So that's another catalyst or factor that, we don't really think about, but let's face it, guys. Central banks all across the world are hoarding gold right now, and it's very interesting for the market. Keep that in mind. So let's quickly take a look at the charts, and then that will be it for the video. I want to spend a little bit of time on these companies to see, what's going on. We're seeing Koyos Beverages, the Alkaline Water Company, and Metagrow, three biggest losers. The Alkaline Water Company has pulled back a little bit as of recently, but the stock that has been one of the MJ stocks that have done fairly decent. And IIPR, the only stock of the batch, making fresh 52-week highs to 124.52 per share. So it's nice to see that thing running. This is the weirdest weather ever. Okay, guys, so let's take a look at the dividend sector, and we haven't had a chance to take a look at the dividend sector. And you know what? That is one topic for a video that I really would love to do, is get back to talking about dividend stocks. We've been talking so much about gold and silver stocks that we got to switch it up a little bit. So Northwest Healthcare Properties continuing to recover almost up to $12 per share. Very happy with that one, and I have stayed long on that. Actually bought a little bit on the dip, so it's nice to see those stocks getting some love. Now, in terms of gold and silver sector, I expect a red day, except for K92 and Fosterville South. We are seeing African Gold Group, Silvercrest, and Teranga Gold, three biggest losers of the batch. Now, let's talk about tech stocks, guys. And oh my gosh, Microsoft, Tesla, and Amazon all hitting fresh 52-week highs. Tesla's at $2,232 per share. When will this run ever stop? I don't know, guys, but we'll definitely be covering it. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to talk anymore about Tesla, whether or not it's a bubble. I'm pretty sure you guys know my thoughts, but it's pretty interesting to watch it run. Beyond Meat's the biggest gainer, though, of our broader 2020 watch list, followed by Carnival and Air Canada. Of the basket, JNUG is the biggest loser, along with Netflix. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.